How's your garden looking right now? As we're coming out of spring and going into summer, it should be looking pretty good. And really, gardens at this moment in time will be quite resilient. But as soil moisture levels drop, you'll start to see the stress show through. And what do you do if you're actually heading away on holidays, like most of us do through that summer period? Well, the thing is, there are some things you can do that will just make sure that your plants are nice and safe and looked after during those hot, extreme conditions. We all know Seasol. It's a seaweed-based extract featuring the unique properties of the bull kelp collected from the beaches of King Island. Gardeners swear by it for many reasons. One is it helps plants establish, acting like a kind of soil plant root tonic, boosting the growth of the fine feeder roots. It also activates the existing soil microbes, allowing them to convert any locked up minerals into something soluble for plants to use. But did you know that if you apply Seasol prior to a really hot spell of weather, that it actually helps the plants and it reduces the heat stress on them? Now, the scientists think that this occurs because it actually gets the stomata, which is these tiny little breathing air holes on the leaf that release moisture into the atmosphere on hot, dry days to try and keep the plant cool. They think that that actually becomes quite small. It doesn't open wide up as they would normally do on a hot day. This reduces the amount of moisture transpiring into the atmosphere, the amount of water demand coming up from the roots, and most importantly, it just protects the plant during those really stinking hot days. The second thing we have to do now is apply a wetting agent. There are a lot of options out there, granular and liquid, and the price varies greatly. But the go-to for me over a decade now has been this one. It has the benefit of an industrial strength wetting agent mixed with Seasol. So less stressed plants, even more moisture penetration into the soil. The water gets in quicker and deeper, and the result is reduced evaporation and increased moisture levels around the roots in the soil. Now, this all equals healthier plants, so applying now before the soil dries out makes a lot of sense. Now, once you've got the moisture back into the soil, it's time to stimulate some growth. And this is where you need to have a good all-round fertiliser, something very well balanced, but something that's also got beneficial microbes, because now you've got the moisture in the soil. When you apply them, they're going to take off and spread through the soil, of course going to the plant roots, helping stimulate that growth. Most importantly, you need all the beneficial minerals in the soil, and this is where this product comes into it. This is the Seasol Power Feed. It's a plant food granule, and it controlled releases the sort of nutrients. It's probably more a slow release in reality, but what it does do is make sure that you're getting nutrients down to the roots. It's a real dynamic fertiliser that does wonders for flowering plants. It comes in a 1 kilo, 2 kilo and 4 kilo pack size option, ideal for small, medium, and you guessed it, folks, large gardens. Now, once you've applied it over the top of the soil, because the soil's moist, it will start to activate, but watering it in is a really smart move. You should do it with most fertilisers. This stuff is absolutely brilliant for stimulating that growth back. So now that we've put all this energy into these flowers, by putting some of this into the soil, when these are picked and go into vases inside the house, the next round will come through and look equally as dazzling. Now, that's what you've got to do with your plants. You've got to be looking after them, giving them the nutrients. Those nutrients don't just suddenly appear. They have to be put into the soil. Remember, home gardening is intensive farming. You really are trying to get the very best out of small spaces. And with these 3 steps, it's going to help you a lot.